One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators. Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cougars have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida's offense will be first on the attack. Leaves it with the running back. Finds some fresh air. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number.
Turning it on. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Washington State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact wide hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
They booted away on fourth down. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. To the ground with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Another incompletion on third down. The Gators will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to return it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Cougars have a lot of options on second and inches. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On the move. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
On first and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lets it fly. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive at their own 48. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Harrell. Now improvising. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Give to Brown. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Complete out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Gators line up to punt it away. Put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The hand to the running back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Harrell. Makes the grab, it's Jacobs. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends, because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to buy time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Punch it out of the air. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Sets up the screen, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Now, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington State.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They go to the ground. Hard running there. Spins away from the defender. He's up to 94 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting them on the ground.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The kick is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on fourth down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, he'll throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, that band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown. And that's pretty much what just happened there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Gets rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Jacobs. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Washington State going quickly. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Harrell. They're working that left side. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Catch inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Cougars trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Wants to go up top. Back's got it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking downfield very late in the half. They've got the screen set up. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Cougars. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Just too much mustard on that one. Missed the target that badly. Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air, it's Lagway. Got his man. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the Gators will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The running back has it. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The Cougars are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, the ball squirts out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, out of space. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Florida. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play, and this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Colorado State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going to the ground. Makes makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. That's caught. It's Jacobs. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making play.
Gonna take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
3rd down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big 1st down. Now you're set up in great position.
Touchdown, Wazoo! And that one will give them the lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in down the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Gator! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll send the back in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Sutton.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Looking downfield, it's Harrell. Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up. Man down on the play as the officials take a... Let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be...
It's a seam wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. Up the 1st down. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now, you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football, he can make plays, use the big fella.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
The RPO, it's complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
He'll do it himself. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Wide open downfield. Really nice. convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Direct snap. It's Brown. Shakes off the defender. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And now they regain the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 38 over UTEP. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll leave it with it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Quick strike complete. Fighting off the defender. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some... arm strength shown there.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target. But just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Harrell. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
If I'm a defense, I got to make sure I stay aggressive in these situations. Sometimes people play casual and back off and give up the easy stuff. Man, continue to make this offense earn it. You got the lead. You're in a good position.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him
sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gators will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Harrell. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Snags it over the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Washington State lines up quickly. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, and pull off the big upset.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Oh, he dropped it. Lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
On the run, fires downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
lining up to add another. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Back to throw, it's Harrell. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up.
Looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't.